Welcome to this look at new mods on Farming Simulator 19 with me, MrSealyp. It's Monday the 16th of November. We have got new mods and we have some updates. The updates are as follows. From top left, we have got an update to No Man's Land, the map by Alien Jim, the M402 disc harrow by Mr. Dynamite 88 and Theroxy, the disc harrow 1.6 meter by Tom Sky and Piazada PL, the Pottinger Nova disc pack by Agro Design Austria, the Krona ZX 470 GT by Axe Diamond, the Old Lizard car trailer by Austria Kaustan 18, the placeable TMR silo by ER Shaba WMRmodding Sur, and the KPS-4 by FSSA modding team have all had updates today. And so, they thought they would finish me off with Frantic Friday. Well, today we've got Manic Monday, and this might just be it. We've got a lot. I need to do it quickly, that's all. I do apologise. But anyway, right, in front of us we've got the Wrecked Boat. This is by Adub Modding ABP team. This is 1.28 megabytes to download. It's decorative and it will use one slot. So if there's anywhere on your maps with a river, lake, whatever it might be, and you fancy putting down a decorative boat, you absolutely can. This you'll find under placeables, under decoration, hang on, could be under miscellaneous. We'll try miscellaneous first. I'm glad I checked there first. The wrecked boat is under miscellaneous. 1,000 to buy and place, and like I say, one slot. One down. Moving on. We've got this. Nice, isn't it? This is. It says the With Wind Turbines. This is by Peter Primini and Mac. 0.86 megabytes to download. It's a wind turbine. 800,000 to buy. This will pay out 820 on easy economy, 730 on normal, 370 on hard. It does say that it will change with the wind speed, and with seasons it changes with the wind direction as well. It's massive. Although weirdly the slot count of this is only 2. But I suppose it's fairly basic texture wise, and I guess it just seems absolutely mahoosive. Right, this you will also find under placeables, under miscellaneous. There you go, wind energy converter, 800,000. As I said, 2 slots. It says 1 there because I've already got one, and I'm on normal economy. That's why it says 730 per hour. That's where you'll find it. That's how you place it. That's the wind turbine by Peter Primini and Mac. Moving on, we've got the rack pack. The rack pack. Not the Rat Pack, don't be confused. This is by WMRmodding, 12.18 megabytes to download. There are 4 racks in this pack. The first one here is an IBC rack. I think it's to do with how things sit on them properly. They are all separate in the mod hub. So we've got the IBC rack, 5 slots. We've got the double rack, 5 slots. We've got the single rack, 5 slots. And then we've got the big bag rack, also 5 slots. Slightly different designs each one, although I'll be honest, the IBC, I might just be, support's the same. I was just saying, trying to work out, is the IBC one a little bit, it's not as wide, is it, as the single? Anyway, yeah, they're racks, they're designed for putting things on. These, I've already said, are by WMRmodding. You'll find these also under placeables, under miscellaneous. So, the first one in here on the menu actually is the big bag rack, 250 to buy. The IBC rack is 250, the double rack is 450, and the single rack is also 250. The slot count drops down from 5 to 1 on each of these once you bought the first of each one. Next, we have got the old gates. So the old gates here are by, I'm going to get this, Rolniczeq modding, I think it is. There are 2 gates. This one is 1 slot, this one is 2 slots. These are Polish gates. Of course it would open towards me. I haven't had a chance to check all of the stuff on here. I've done most of it. Weirdly, I was expecting more metallic sound effect to it. That sounds more like a creaking, like a barn door. But the detailing on this is absolutely fantastic. Very nice indeed. So like I say, 1 slot and 2 slots. These guess what? They're under placeables and miscellaneous as well. There you go. So the first old gate, 1,500. The decorated gate, if you want to call it that, is 1,650. There are no options on these. These are just, you get them in green. Oh, hang on. Yeah, you get them in green. And that's that option. Next up, sorry, I know I'm rattling through. That's by WMRmodding. Next, we have got, this is the market stall. This is by OmaTana, who we had the Imbis, wasn't it? The Imbis sell point. So this is another, it's just a market stall sell point. You can sell on this one wheat, barley, oats, potatoes, eggs, milk and water. Hopefully, if I go into my menu here, it should be showing as Hofladen stand. There we go. And it tells you what the prices are. Now, unlike some of the ones we get of these where the prices are overinflated, or, you know, the what's it, self-marketing mod, the prices can be a little bit high on that. This one, the prices aren't bonkers, but, you know, they're up there. They're about what everything else is. The milk one seems to be a bit high, 2,590, but that's no bad thing. Again, it just gives you options for sell points for selling various different things. It's nice that it's a small mod, something simple and easy to put down. This, oh, the gate, sorry, with 3.81 megabytes. This is 0.78 megabyte download, only 2 slots to place. When you come alongside it, the trigger comes up for selling. Nice little sell point. This one is also under placeables and miscellaneous. 500 to buy. That's all as well. So as far as placeable sell points go, not bad at all. That's the market stall by OmaTana. It's really nicely detailed, that. Very cool. Moving on from there, we have got over the back here, this is the large silage bunker pack. This is by GreenBale, 0.44 megabytes to download. There is a double bunker, as we've got here, and a single bunker. The double bunker is 60,000 and the single bunker is 36, I think. I'll just open my help window. As you go into it, you'll see fill level 0, compacting 0. Now, it doesn't say on the Mod Hub, on the Mod Hub website, what the capacities of these are. I would think it's going to be in the millions, I would imagine. Fairly large size. Nicely detailed kind of mottle effect on the concrete. Will things bleed through the walls on these? I don't know for definite. I couldn't say. As you can imagine, with the amount of mods I've got today, I haven't had a chance to put anything in it or fill it up. But this you will find under placeables, under silos. So the large bunker silo singles, like I said, 36 grand. These are 1 slot each anyway, so 1 slot each, and then 60,000 for the double. So although it says 1 slot, that's what they are anyway. So a single and a double bunker silo from GreenBale. Moving on from there, we have got this. This one I really like. The only downside is the slot count is a little bit high, but this has got real character to it. This is the very old barn, as you can probably tell. Beams are bowing, it's a bit rickety and that kind of thing, but the texture and detail on it is amazing. It's 31.64 megabytes to download. It's 33 slots on console. That is the only downside with it, I guess. Doors open all the way around, so we've got a nice sound effect to it. It's an old barn for old machinery and small machinery, and you can put in bales and whatever you want in here. What I love about this is it's got a double hayloft, but we do have lighting in here as well. Someone at a later date put some electric lighting in. Kind of an orangey yellow glow, so not, you know, bright modern lighting or anything like that. I just think it looks absolutely fantastic. Double hayloft, so double set of stairs, so you can drop it down from up here if you're using smaller bales or whatever you might be using. Safety rail around the outside of this one here for dropping down into that one. It's really nice. It really is. It looks absolutely brilliant. What is really nice as well, which I like a lot, is over here. We've got this little poster there that says in memory of Lampworks Shaft Simulator 15. And then we got that. I think that's supposed to be Lysitan, isn't it? It's Lars. Love that. Yeah, really nice. So this is by Mapject, or M4PJ3CTS. You'll find this under placeables and under sheds. Was it decorative or sheds? Ooh, I'll try sheds first. Yes, it was sheds. There you go. Very old barn, 30,000 to buy. Like I say, 33 slots for the first one, then it drops down to 2 for the second. I guess the texture and detail on that is what keeps that fairly high, unfortunately. But anyway, yeah, very nice indeed. I like it. Next up, we have got the... What's next? The medium garage. We'll come back to that in a second. I've got these in a... I've kind of tried to lay them out all in order. I've got them written down on my list, so it may seem a very weird way of bouncing around these, but we'll get some more. So this is the medium garage with shelter. This is by MichalLS, 6.81 megabytes to download and 10 slots. We've got a fairly large, I suppose, barn, building, storage, garage, silo in here. Lighting is just here. But not only have we got this bit here, if we go around to the other side, texture and detail on the outside and stuff is great. We've got a shelter side of this as well, so we've got all of this around here. We've got the polycarbonate roof comes across, and you can store stuff all under here as well. Absolutely amazing. I've just realised what I didn't do, as well as all the other information I'll write down. Megabyte slot count, that kind of thing. Season's ready. It is season's ready. Yeah, very nice. This you will also find under placeables and under sheds. There you go, 35,000 to buy, and like I say, 10 slots for the first one, then it drops down to 1. That's the medium garage with shelter by MichalLS. Right, it's going to seem weird, but I'm going to drop back over to this one. This here is the Flegel TTW100 Noah. This is by It's Justin. 2.19 megabytes download, 14 slots on console. It is a livestock trailer. It's a fairly small one. It will take 4 cows, 7 pigs, or 8 sheep, not all together, obviously. 4 and then 7 and then 8 if you want to go down that route. It will do exactly what it says on the tin. When I've had the telehandler over here, that's why I've got this. I'll probably not use a tractor, but it will work on the telehandler. What we can do is unfold the livestock trailer, which opens the back doors and then tilts the whole thing down for ease of access, ingress or egress from, is that right? The animals? Probably not. And then we can fold it back down again, like so. The Flegel TTW100 Noah. This you'll find under tools, under animals. No, animal transport, sorry. There you go, 24,900 to buy, and just how many slots it was? I did, didn't I? 14 slots for the first one. That drops down to 1 slot if you buy a subsequent trailer. Moving on, this I'm actually going out of order here, but it doesn't matter. I'm sure I can find it on my list. There's so many, I just thought it would make more sense to go down the list in order and I can find them. This is the Lizard Tool Bale. We will hook up to it. Just turn that for a second. So, a bale tool for intents and purposes, a bale fork. This is 4.83 megabytes to download, 6 slots. It's by TC3D. This is actually a very cool one in that we can have different size spikes, so you can have it to go through one set of bales or to go through double stacks if you want to go through double stacks. This does have straps, although you don't see the straps, but it does lock the bales into place. I bought these 8 down, it was a little bit wobbly, and I suddenly thought, oh hang on a minute, there's an option there for that, so I clicked on it and yeah, didn't really move after that, no problem at all. This will, just how many was it? 6 slots, yeah. Now you'll find this not under baling technology, and it's actually under telehandlers. If you look on the mod tub picture, it shows the telehandler. That's why I thought I'd check there first. So there you go, 3,000 to buy, and then when you've found it under telehandlers, then we can change it for attacher type, telehandler, wheel loader, front loader, and back again. So you can switch it once you've got it, but it's in the telehandlers in the first place. We can change the main colour to anything on that palette, like so, which changes the main bulk. Design colour does the tines themselves, like so. And the cylinder, I think the cylinder just changed colour as well, didn't it? And then we can have it with short forks or long forks, and back again. I went with the long, only because I was going to try it out with a double stack. And what I'll do, is just for the purposes of showing it. Now what we can do as well on here, if I do R1 and right stick side to side, we can raise and lower that section. So if you're not doing a full stack of 4 or however many you're carrying, you can lower that down. You don't have to have it as large. But I will come in here, won't go through as far to start off with. Just grab those. Bring that back out of the way a bit. So what I'll do is pop that down. Right, so onto the stack. Lift it up like so. Then do R1 and fasten belts. And that locks the bales in place. Oh, it says that. And then they start moving. That's weird. Hang on. Oh, there we go. I had it the wrong way around. I'd already locked them in place. So now I've fastened the belts. Now you can't actually see them, but it does enable you to do that, and they don't fall off. So you can lock the bales into place by fastening the belts. Although, like I say, you can't actually see the belts, but if I then unlock them and do the same thing, that can actually come in incredibly handy. So yeah, like that. That's the tool Bale, or Bale tool, but it's written down as tool Bale by TC3D. Very nice. Right, what was next? Right, buildings over the back we want to get to next. This one I'm trying to rush through because this alone, there are 20 plus mods again today, and this pack, the GDR buildings pack, has got about 8 or 9 different buildings in it, just to make my life, you know, that little bit harder. But the detailing on these is tip top. So this is the GDR building pack. Excuse me. 33.83 megabytes to download by FQC Art. We have got quite a few in here. There's a workshop building, there's a petrol station, we've got machine hall, is it mountain hall? I think it's mountain hall with door, mountain hall with side door, 2 door, 3 door, 4 door. We've then got 3 versions of that shed, so there's a load of versions of this. That's the workshop, that's the fuel point. I didn't put all of the buildings down because there's a lot of them, but as you can see, nicely detailed with like the weathering and stuff around it as well. This one I think I went for the 4 door. Pretty sure it was 4. And then another one on the end, I'm sure it was. Yep. We do have lighting inside. Where was the light switch? I thought it was in the middle, but it wasn't. It's over here. Lights on. Like I say, it is very nicely detailed, very well made. So what we'll do is look at each of the buildings first, and then we'll look at them in the mod hub, because the shelters are under shelters. The rest of it, oh, we'll find it. It's all, I can't put it all. This is one of the shelters, a little bit like the standard in-game ones. There are 3 of these, 3 different sizes. This is the smallest one of the 3. We've then got the workshop over here, again very, very nicely detailed. Double wooden doors at the front which roll to the sides. At the back we've got double metal doors, so you can use it as a drive-through. Now, it is actually a workshop. We've got a workshop trigger, and we've got our bit on the ground. Our light switch is, where was it? Over here. Not bad at all. I did try and go up the steps and into the office because there's a bit on the end here with stairs on the outside, but that door doesn't open. You can't actually get into there. Yeah, not bad at all. Now I'm assuming the outside lights come on at night, because I couldn't find another switch for the outside lights, and they haven't come on, unless they have, but they're just not showing. Let me just turn that off and see if the grass goes a little bit darker. It's hard to see, isn't it? Nope. No, I think they may probably come on at night. And then we've got the fuel point petrol station, which is just here. So, these you will find under placeables. We'll go with sheds first. So we've got the GDR mountain hall with 1 door, 23,800. That's 13 slots. The GDR mountain hall, now that says one door, but there's one that's on the end, and that's a side door. So one door, side door, one door, 24,200, 13 slots. Now that says 3, I think it's gone out of sync. That's the 2 door, 27,450 for 13 slots. The 3 door, 28,940, 14 slots, and the 4 door, 32,450, and that's 14 slots. The shelters, we've got the smallest one I got was 8,350, the medium was 9,280, and the larger, longer one is 10,450. These were 6 slots each. And then, I'm pretty sure it was under miscellaneous. It was. The workshop is 38,460. And the workshop was only 18 slots actually for the large building, which you could use for storage as well, I guess, and the workshop trigger. 18 slots, not too bad. The petrol station is 11 slots and 12,600 to place. Got through that quicker than I thought I was going to actually. We'll do this one while we're here, we might as well. This is on the end of my list. This is the old wooden trailer. This is by Rajot BorSuk. This is 7.56 megabytes. It's 6 slots. It is an old wooden trailer, as you can see. Options available on this. You'll find it under tools. You'll find it under trailers. There you go. 3,150 litre capacity. 1,400, really cheap. It doesn't have a rear trailer hitch, so you can't daisy chain these together. We can change the main colour, which changes all the kind of metal work around the sides, like so. Rim colour, changes the rim colour to anything on that palette. There. And then design colour changes the woodwork. You've got the options of brown, 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 or brown. They are just slightly different shades of brown. That's all. Like so. Then capacity 3,150 litres or 2,560 litres. Like so. Wheel setup, we can have standard or wide. And those are the options. When it tips, I think I've got it on rear. It tips rear, left or right. The whole thing doesn't tip up, it just opens the door. So L1, R1 and unload. And it does the same. Let's do that again. Do that. Like so. Close. Do that again. There we go. Swivel axle at the front. It's only a small trailer. It's designed to be just a small little trailer for whatever you want to do. Oh, that's the point. Actually, does it have straps? I didn't even think to check that. I don't think it does. I think it's just a... I was going to say, could you put bales and stuff in it, but I don't think it has straps in it. No, so there you go. That's the old wooden trailer by Rajot BorSuk. Next up, we've got this. This is the Case IH2566. This is by Agro Tonho. 10.57 megabytes download. It also comes with a 25-foot cutter. 7.6, 7.5 metre. We'll check in a minute. This is the TerraFlex. The harvester is 38 slots and the header is 10. Fairly high on the slot count for the harvester. There aren't a lot of options available on it. Nicely detailed. There's no rear trailer hitch on this that I could see anywhere on there. I couldn't see underneath that there was any for hooking up a header trailer. This pack doesn't come with a header trailer, so you would put it on with whatever else you wanted to. This you'll find under harvesters. There we go, the 2566, 205,000 for the base model, 7,050 litre tank. Once you bought the first one, the slot count drops down to 2 if you were going to get multiple ones. Options available, we can have clear windows, or we can tint the windows, like so. You can have rigid cutter or flexible cutter. Now that's to do with where it attaches onto the neck for the threshing unit. It will either flex and move, like as you go across the ground, or it'll be more rigid. I think I went for the flexible, pretty sure I did. Then wheel setup, we've got standard or we've got twin wheels. Are your options there. So what we'll do, the header. Under tools, the header is that one there, the TerraFlex, 46,000, 7.6 metre. It'll run at 6 miles an hour. And obviously we'll do your regular crop types. So what we'll do is just jump in, start it up, lights, beacon, pipe out, and if we go to our final light option, there is a light on the pipe as well, like so, which I like as an option. Header, as I've said before, with most of the headers now we do have the option, or the regular headers, we have the option to raise and lower the reel and bring the reel in and out if you want to, for a more realistic look, if you want to, you know, depending on what crop height and that kind of thing you're going for. We switch it on, cutter bar going side to side, reel moving as the headers generally do. We do have the option on this one as well to L1, R1 and right stick side to side, opens and closes the door. I like the lights on the wing mirrors. In cab, first person. Who was it said to me the other day? I should say first person or third person. I often say in cab, and then sometimes there's not actually a cab, but there you go. Not bad at all. So what I'm going to do is just turn that off a second, lower the head down and drop that off like so. So there we go, that's the case IH2566 by Agro Tonho. I'm just going to swing around to the front, because while I've got this out, the next mod I'm going to look at is actually a header set. Just stop there a second. So what we've got in front of us is the MASTRA Maize headers. This is by Piazada do Farm, 8.93 megabyte download. There are 5 or 6 of these in various different sizes, 18 slots each for the header, and they have, it says in the mod hub, a realistic unfold. Each of the snoots unfolds one at a time. It takes a little while to unfold, that's how it comes folded. This is the largest of them. It also does say in there that it gives you the option, the different sizes, it says what harvesters they should go with. Now obviously this is not on the list of pre-approved harvesters, but it does hook up and it does run, so I think you should be able to mix and match them, but I think it's more down to do with kind of horsepower, size and that kind of thing, and a kind of more realistic feel, I would imagine. So if we go to tools and corn headers, so as you can see we've got the MASTRA 9, 15,000 to buy, 3.8 metre. The MASTRA 11, 20 grand to buy, 4.6 metre. It does say that one says for the Bison Super Z056, that one for the TX32 and the Nova 330. These are the base game model harvesters. Then we've got the MASTRA 13, excuse me, 30,000 to buy, 5.7 metre. T560 MF Activa 7347S. We've then got the MASTRA 15, 40,000, 6.5 metre for the RSM 161. We've got the MASTRA 17, 45 grand, 7.3 metre for the RSM 161, S790 and the 9240. And like I say, all of these are 18 slots for the first one, then the slots do drop. Then the MASTRA 19 is 55 grand, 8.6 metre for the CR 1090 and the Ideal. That's the one I've got on the case at the moment. These run at 7 miles per hour, not 6 miles per hour, and that's an 8.6 metre header for 55 grand, which is pretty good for a corn header. Obviously it does corn and it does sunflower. So if we go back across and look for this one here, for example, is a 9 metre, so just over that, 67 grand. That one is, oh, that's a 12 metre. That one there is a 9 metre. That's 67 grand. So for 55, it's a little bit cheaper. And obviously the slot count then drops down to 1 once you've got the first one. So what we'll do is we'll hook up. Like I say, it will hook up and it will operate. I think it's just a serving suggestion, so to speak. So to unfold the harvester, it does that and then it does one snoot at a time. So it's more realistic as you would unfold the snoots if you were doing it. Obviously if you were doing it you wouldn't be able to do them all at the same time. So they all undo. That went out of sequence then, didn't it? Or did I imagine that? Anyway, it takes a little bit of time, but we do get them in the end. So we've got the gathering chains and all the various different things that should be moving, do move. As you can see, I've got the flexible, because I went with the harvester with the flexible thing. You can see the header is actually moving on there. Augers moving, gathering chains are doing what they should be. And there you go. So that's the MASTRA Maize headers by Piazada Doe Farm. Actually what we'll do is lights off, turn that off, and we'll jump out. Next we'll go to this one here. This is the Lizard Farmline 6x4. This is by Erik, Isaac and Agro mods. 18.04 megabyte download, 18 slots on console. It is a lorry, as you can see. Doesn't have a rear trailer hitch option on it, but weirdly, you don't get an option for tinted windows, I don't think, but it looks like they're tinted. But you do have the side curtains. When you're in it, you can actually see yourself sitting there with the side curtains next to you. There are a few options on it. I do like the colour. The light really shines on it nicely when you get it at the right angle. Very cool looking. So, this you'll find under vehicles, under trucks. There you go, the Farmline 6x4, 135 grand for the base model. And options are, we can change the rim colour. We've got chrome 1, there's chrome 2. Then we've got silver metallic, black chrome, white, and then go to a whole array. I think I went for silver metallic, then main colour changes the main body, as you might imagine, like so. They're all slightly metallic. If we go for the class one, that's still quite cool as well, actually. So that does the main body. Then the design colour does the wheel arches, mudguards, covers. So you can mix and match, or you can do them the same colour, so the same colour you already have. We've then got on the back short mudguards that say Lizard on them, or you can have a long mudguard that goes right the way across the back. Airfoil, we can have a standard cab like so, or we can have the airfoil on the back like that. And then we've got the Farmline 560 V8 at 560 horsepower, or the 620 V8 at 620 horsepower, if you wish, which takes the price up with a few changes up to about 161,000. So it's about 20 grand on for that engine, 3 grand for the airfoil. Yeah, so not too bad. Let's jump in. Lights. So you're seeing the cab that's there, the curtain down by the side. I like it. It's good. I mean, the colour, I wasn't sure about I think it's just the light on it. You have to get the right angle, yeah, and then in certain angles the colour seemed to be off a little bit, but it's just because it wasn't in the light. I think that's all it is once it goes out of light, the colour seems to darken quite a lot. But anyway, regardless of that, in cab, again, like I say, with the tinted windows, it does feel very dark in here. Lizard on the steering wheel. Speakers behind. Yeah, it does feel a bit dark. Anyway, there you go. So that's the Lizard Farmline 6x4 by Erik, Isaac, Agro mods. What I'll do is back up because we're going to look at this next one while we're here. Next up, we've got this. This is the Demco 42-foot trailer by MichalLS. 10.26 megabyte download, 7 slots, 100,000 litre capacity. Now it's interesting, it's a belly dump trailer, 2 separate sections, so you can have 50,000, 50,000, so you can have 100,000 of one thing, or 50 of one, 50 of another, whichever you want to go for. We've had some trailers that have been very, very big with very small capacities. We've had some trailers that have been very small with large capacities. This is another one of those ones. It doesn't seem that big a trailer, but the capacity's quite high. Not that people are going to knock it. I know for a fact on console people have been crying out for larger, capacity trailers. So 100,000 litre capacity, like I say, not to be sniffed at. Nice looking trailer, nicely made. A few options available on it as well for colours and things like that. Very cool. This you'll find under tools, under trailers. There you go. 45 grand as well. 45,000 for a 100,000 litre capacity. Madness. So we can change the main colour to anything on this palette, and there's a whole load of options to choose from. Copper orange. I mean, some of these look absolutely great. I mean, some of them, most of them do. New silver, I think I went for. There's the tan at the start. We've got, it says cream, but it's sort of still more of a metallic. The lime green, which I like those ones. Sea green, Tiffany blue. There's some great colour options. Then design colour changes the cover and changes the sideboard sections, the chassis bits on the sides is what I meant to say. But let's say if you wanted to mix up and go for something like that, it's up to you. So those are the options available on it. Colours are quite nice. And it is 100,000 litres. So what we'll do, it does sit very low. I brought it out with a different lorry and then grabbed this one, so it does sit quite low when it's ready for hookup. But as you can see, I've got two different things in there. 50,000 litres of barley in the front, 50,000 litres of sunflower in the back. Cover open and close, like so. It's not going to be for everyone, but it's here, it's available. Get over the front there, so we'll dump the barley first. Let's have a quick look under here. Tip side rear, sunflower. There we go. Does what it should. So there we go. That's the Demco. 42 foot by CNH modding. Not bad. Right, moving on. There's more. There is more. We have got, let's start off with, we have got the Spreader 400. This is by Guilherme Cuba CM modding. This will spread lime and fertiliser, 400 litre capacity. This is 4.83 megabytes to download, 3 slots. You'll find it under tools, under fertiliser technology. There you go. 50 horsepower required, 4,000 to buy. You can change the main colour from red to grey, which changes the metalwork on there. Those are your options. It'll run at 12 miles per hour, and that's how we'll do lime or fertiliser. Like so. Oh, did I not say what it spreads out to? I think it's 10. Is it 10 metres or 12 metres? What did it say? Oh, 6 metres. I was reading 12 miles per hour. That's what it was. 12 miles per hour, 6 metre spread width on that. So there you go. That's the Spreader 400 by Guilherme Cuba and CM modding. Next, we've got the small disc. This is a disc harrow. The small disc by Tarxi 007 Unorby, 3 slots, 3 metres wide, 2.45 metre, no, 2.45 megabyte download, 3 metres wide. Box section design, we do have the option to change these. You can have, well, you'll see, but you can have both smooth, both crenellated, or whatever, I can't remember what the word is for that. And then you can have it with smooth at the front, that at the back, that at the front, smooth at the back. There's a few different options available, and the colour choices, I think we've got a choice of 4. This you'll find under disc arrows. There you go, the small disc, 4,600 to buy, requires 60 horsepower, will run at 9 miles per hour. We can change the main colour to anything on there, like so. Then we got configuration 1, like I said, smooth. Configuration 2, both like cookie cutter. Then configuration 3, crenellated at the front, smooth at the back, then the other way around, then back to standard again. And this will cultivate to 3 metres. Like so. I'm not going to say it, although I'm itching to. So, there we go. That's the small disc by Taxi007 and Unorby. Next up we have got this. This is the Lizard Kret. This is by Baki. This is a subsoiler, so it will give you the ploughed state, but it will give you a cultivated look, so you can get that look, but it will be ploughed underneath. Very nicely detailed. Lots going on there. 4 meters wide. This is 8.11 megabytes to download. It's 5 slots. On console you will find this under subsoilers. There we go, 10,000 to buy, 4 meters wide, requires 160 horsepower, will run at 7 miles per hour. There are no options, you get what you get, like so. So when you do it, it will cultivate, or it will give you the cultivating look to 4 meters, but subsoiling underneath, so you get the ploughed state. Like so. Very, very conscious of time at the moment, so apologies. Like I say, I'm not trying to be rude. I'm not trying to, you know, be disinterested, or I'm not belittling anyone's mods or anything like that. I'm just very aware of how much time I've used. I think this is the final mod. Looking down my list, I think this is it. Have we got through everything? Blimey, okay. So this here is the Lizard Cambridge 3.2 meter. This is by Bartosz. This is 6.45 megabytes to download, 4 slots on console. This is a weeder in essence, and it's designed to be used on grass fields and things like that. So when you drag it across, but this does give a fertilizing state. I don't think it actually weeds. I could be wrong on that. Where did I find this in the end? I don't think it was under weeders, was it? I'm pretty sure I found this under miscellaneous. So although it says in the mod hub it's a weeder, yeah, so in the mod hub website it says weeders. Here it says a cultivator prepares fields for next sowing, which is interesting. 6,000 to buy, 3.2 meter width, requires 50 horsepower, runs at 9 miles per hour. And you do need to, if you turn this on, you get a fertilising state. So if you drag this across your grass fields, you can get your fertilising state, and you can on a regular field as well. So what we'll do is just check, because I'm not sure if it does give you a cultivating state as well. Options available, we can change the main colour, which is the disc sort of sections, like so. You can change the main colour, like so, which changes the frame. What I liked about this when I bought it out was the animations on it. The movement, when you pick it up, the way everything kind of hangs and droops, and when you're moving it all swings about. I like it, I think that's brilliant. So if I drop that down now, I don't think it's going to cultivate. No, so it's just going to be fertilising. So if I turn that on now, L1, and it says there lift weeder, which is weird. Turn on weeder, and then we drive forward. It will be darker on the ground behind, because we're going to be getting a fertilising state. So yeah, interesting one that. Weeder, cultivator / fertiliser. I don't know. I think we're just getting the fertilising off that. So more of a kind of grass harrow type thing more than anything else. And that, I hope I've got them all done. Please, Giants, don't do another 20 tomorrow. I can't keep this up. That's it for today, for Monday the 16th of November. I hope you found this useful and informative in some way, shape or form. If you have, give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.